Well, thanks for checking us out. This is Conversations and Connections, the official podcast of the Family Crisis Center of East Texas. Stuart Burran with you, and I am really excited about today's show. If you remember, a few weeks ago, I mentioned that we were going to be taking one show to look at songs and look at music and what kind of messages that today's songs tell us about relationships, about toxic masculinity, about our relationships and things like that. And so we are doing that today. I have Whitney Burran, our executive director, and along with Greg Sims, who is our shelter manager, to talk about all the different types of music and messages. And and it's not even today's music. I think a lot of this goes back years and years and years ago about the influence that music plays on our lives and on our attitudes about our relationships. We'll do that here in a minute. Don't forget that we still have our back to school supply drive going on, also our food drive for our shelter residents, and the housewares drive for the thrift stores. So be sure you can go to our website, go to Facebook to check out more information on those. And I want to also just briefly talk about, I'm very sad to see that the Lufkin ISD did not get the grant renewal for their after-school program. I have been involved in the Lufkin ISD after-school program since it started 5 years ago. And it's kind of hard to believe that I've been involved with these kids for 5 years, going to schools on Mondays and Wednesdays, talking to kids about relationships, talking about friendships, bullying, what else? Talking about all these different consent, talking about all these different things to the first through the fifth graders. And unfortunately, there was a 5-year grant. And, we go into these things knowing that it is a grant and nothing's guaranteed. But that was such a good program for these kids because it was involving academics and all these other things. And, of course, again, I would come in on Mondays and Wednesdays and talk to these kids about all these topics. So I just really hate to see that go. I wish, something could be done to where they could have continued. And I'm really going to miss working with those kids. If you know of any group of young people or even adults that would like to have us come in to have a discussion, do presentations about relationships, about consent, about gender roles, about bullying, anti-bullying messaging, let me know. Shoot me an email, sburson@fccet.com. And you can also give us a call, 1-800-828-7233. But yeah, going to miss working with those kiddos in the after-school program. I'll be working with them in some form or fashion, I know, somehow. But that after-school program was really something special. All right, well, let's get to it. Our conversation with Whitney Burran and Greg Sims. I wanted the three of us to get together. This is something that I've been talking about and I've been thinking about for a while, ever since I started this podcast years ago. And that's about talking about song lyrics. One of the things, and I guess what I want to say is I don't want to come across like we're being the moral police or anything like that. But I think you really have to understand that the effect music and songs have on us, and especially young people. And when I was thinking about this, Whitney, you're the first person I thought of about having on this, because that's one of our big connections is music.
I agree. Music has such an effect on our minds and who we are, and I think that we don't take that into consideration enough. We think about what we eat and what we put into our body, but are we thinking about really truly what we're listening to and what our children are listening to?
Right,
and I think that's what this conversation is, just more of an aha or just a food for thought kind of.
Yeah, because I don't want to come across like,
no,
you need to be
because I love a lot of the songs full disclaimer, the songs that we're listening to or talking about today are from our personal. Some of them, not all of them.
Yeah.
Let me say that, but from our list, the list we listen
our music
to.
library that we listen to. Yes,
yeah, and Greg, I wanted you in on it because I don't think we really talk about music, you and I, that much. But I know you are a music person just
Very
from
much.
following you on Facebook and seeing you're at a concert all the time.
yes.
What is your genre of preference?
I'm pretty eclectic. I listen to a little bit of everything. I lean more towards hard rock, but I like anything with a good melody and something that's catchy that sticks in your brain.
Can I get a little closer to the mic? There you go.
Yeah. Do I need to repeat all that?
Greg is an 80s hair band.
And that is my
Greg
primary.
if you see his pictures of prom back in the day, you could see he looks like he could be on the
bass player in a hair metal band.
Yeah, and like the ballads.
That is legit. That's
hair bands.
And I know, Whitney, you kind of lean more towards Texas country, traditional type of stuff, right? But I know you listen to other things.
I listen to everything. Right. I do. I mean, I think I go through phases where I'm listening to something more than others. But I mean, I grew up in music, and so my genre and playlist is just everything. It's a mosh positive.
Yeah.
And also, with that being said, just going back to the eclectic part, because one of my best friends from high school writes country music. He's wrote songs for Rascal Flatts, Randy Travis, like George Strait. Like, he has wrote things for like big name country people, and so I kind of grew up within that framework also. So.
Right. Well, and if you think about it, how many times can you take a country song and just the way it's interpreted, the music you put behind it, the arrangement, it can be a rock song.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Vice versa.
Absolutely.
You just change up a little bit of the rhythm and take some twang out of it, and it's rock.
So what I want to do, and again, what we're doing is we're taking a look at song lyrics and how do they depict relationships? How do they depict our ideas of masculinity and objectification of women and men's roles and women's roles and things like that. And I want to kind of start by going back. This is, what we're talking about isn't something that's just happened within the past 10 years, or 20 years even. I'm looking at the lyrics from, and if you're from the old school, you may have heard of Dion, the Wanderer. In this song, this is 1961, okay? And it's this guy bragging about how he has all these women all over the country. He can have any one of them whenever he wants.
But let's add in, Stuart. You want to do a little jingle for us? Let's talk about how upbeat and catchy the beat is.
And it's just like this swinging dude.
Yeah,
that's just
and it's like a fun-loving song.
Yeah, you're right, because it's not like aggressive, let's say, or anything like that. We're looking at lyrics. I kiss them and I love them because to me they're all the same. I hug them and I squeeze them, and then they don't even know my name. They call me the Wanderer. And it's hard for me to just.
I know. I'm like wanting to break out in song right now.
Sing it when you.
Our friend.
And when I find myself falling for some girl, I hop right into that car of mine and ride around the world. So he's not going to stick around.
Yeah, but also within the framework of that, it sounds like the women that he's with are agreeable with this, but it still kind of paints this picture of like,
of course,
that it's okay to to have loose relationships.
Yes, it's very, and this for 61, I mean, I guess that was like, I don't know, this was a time when music was shifting to this more of a, I don't know, risque kind of, you know.
Right. Maybe have a little bit more of an edge.
Edgy. That's a great word,
edgy.
edge.
Right.
Edge.
Yeah.
Got really edgy.
Right.
Of course, this is nothing compared to what we're listening to.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
But you can see the progression.
But you can, just kind of start seeing this attitude.
This attitude, for sure.
And fast forward to, and I don't know, okay, and God forbid, let me take King George off of his pedestal just for a little bit here. George Strait. That's the song from 1984, The Fireman. And it's kind of the same thing.
It's the same thing.
And, with the fireman, they call me the fireman. That's my name. Making my rounds all over town. Putting
out old flames.
Putting out old flames. Hey, well, everybody likes to have what I got. I can cool them down when they're smoldering hot. Last night they had a bad one down the road. A mallard, my buddy walked out and left his woman burning out of control. So here comes George.
Here comes the fireman
to
put out the fire.
Yeah.
And he's putting them out all over town.
All over town, yeah.
Even with his buddy's wife.
Yeah,
that's no problems there.
Well, and I remember at the time when this song was out, it was already an old song, probably in the early 90s. The girl that I was dating at the time could not. I loved the song. And guys, I kind of still do, but
it was offensive to her?
I can't say what she said, but all he's doing, he's talking about blank, all these women, and,
so it made you kind of...
I guess he is, and he's kind of bragging about it, and he's saying, obviously they don't mind it.
Which is kind of the same thing that the Wanderer had.
Yeah.
Right. And the only and we'll move on, but the only one to say from Dion, the Wanderer, right? In the same year, he had another song called Run Around Sue.
Oh, yes.
And this is what I find so interesting.
Oh, yeah.
In The Wanderer, he's bragging about how he has all these different women. They're all over the country. He's going to have his time with them. He's going to move on. And then in Run Around Sue, she's
is
doing
trifling.
And he's dogging her.
He's just lamenting. Here's my story. It's sad but true. It's about a girl that I once knew. She took my love, then ran around with every single guy in town. Oh, and it's this, it's the same singer.
Only his was celebrated, and hers is like, how could she do this?
It's the same situation.
No self-awareness.
Yeah. It's the same situation. And we're about to get out of the 60s, but I do want to talk, and I just showed y'all this song before we started recording. I've heard of the Crystals, and I'm trying to think of what other songs that I have, but I've heard of the Crystals.
Same.
But this was a song called He Hit Me. He hit me, and it felt like a kiss. He hit me, but it didn't hurt me. He couldn't stand to hear me say that I'd been with someone new, and when I told him I had been untrue. He hit me, and it felt like a kiss. He hit me, and I knew he loved me. If he didn't care for me, I could have never made him mad, but he hit me, and I was glad.
But
what the hell?
Well, that falls right in line with a lot of clients that come in, and they equate that physical violence with, I couldn't make him that mad unless he truly loved me.
Well, and the first thing, what I was telling y'all is just like, well, I know how much he loves me because he hit me. I made him so mad he hit me, so I know he cares about me.
Yeah.
Whitney is furiously.
I am looking at my spot because I remember the crystals, and because I was like, why do I know this? But it was like, and then he kissed me, like he kissed me. But so is that what is that? Is that like a remake of?
I don't think so, because whenever I was looking at these songs, I did pull this one up on YouTube to listen to it.
See, because I can't even find that in my.
On your Spotify?
It's not even there.
I know whenever I was looking up when I was looking up songs here at the office, I was just on my laptop, so I was just using YouTube. And it pulled it right up.
That's so strange.
And it was one of the 60s girl groups, which were popular back then, right?
Because I love that. And then he...
Yeah.
That was a good one.
But this is just a little bit different. But I guess I wanted to start this off, because when we talk about the music our kids are listening to today and the negative messages, guys, this isn't anything new.
No.
And if you bury it beneath, like you said, a catchy beat or a catchy chorus, it's like half the time you don't even really register what they just said unless you actually look back and read those lyrics.
Well, go ahead. Sorry.
No.
Well, and the beauty of music is how much it connects us, right? I mean, like if you are a music lover, I mean, and I know all three of us are, but I mean, I genuinely love music. I think that there are some songs that I think have gotten me through some of the hardest times in my life. You know what I mean? Like I really connect to music. I love it. So if you think about how music connects us and heals us, just think about how it reaches places in us if it's just repetitive and that we're listening to it all the time. It's powerful enough to heal us. Think about how it's the opposite of what we're listening to if you're putting it in you just subconsciously. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
subconsciously what you're listening to, and I don't think that we put enough thought into that, and I can relate that to my children. And I know, Stuart, you and I have had this conversation. There's been some songs that I've been driving around and listening to music, and my kids are singing it, and I'm like, as a parent now, I'm stopping. I'm like, wait a minute, what? What did the song just say?
Yeah,
and it really does make you more mindful of the things that you're listening to. So I think that's just the conversation that is worth having.
Yeah. Well, exactly. You're bopping along the highway, and not even how many times do we really just listen to the music? And I catch myself now when I'm at home sometimes listening to songs. I know on Spotify, it'll roll the lyrics as the song plays, and okay,
yeah,
that's.
Well, and I think our jobs have made us more, hyper aware,
of course,
and
of course,
and it's a blessing and a curse because some of my favorite songs, Stuart, like now I'm like, God, I just send this to Stuart so we can talk about how toxic it is.
Yeah, right.
When I actually remember, like I said, driving along in the car with my parents, and this song from 1979, and it's very catchy and like it's stuck in my brain for years. You Can't Change That by Radio, and it's got this really catchy chorus talking about because you're the only one I love, and you can't change that. But you go on down and read the lyrics, and it says you can change your telephone number and you can change your address too, but you can't stop me from loving you.
Scary.
No, you can't change that. And then it says, there was another one where it says you can change your hairstyle, you can change the way you look, but you can't stop me from
stalking you and knowing exactly where you live. I never heard that as a kid, but looking at the lyrics now, it's like it's kind of like the Police. Every breath you take.
I was about to bring that up. I think it was Fun in the Sun 2 years ago. I had that on the playlist, and Kelly came up to me, Stuart, why are you playing that? And I honestly was like, what? There's nothing dirty.
Yeah.
But if you think about every breath you take. I'm watching you.
Yeah.
Every move you make, I'm watching you.
And didn't Sting come out and talk about how it was after his divorce that he did actually write that song or something? He did, I think.
Did he?
Maybe. This was Kelly telling me, do not take this for facts. This was a Kelly and I conversation. But she's usually spot on with that kind of stuff. But it was just funny.
So the way we start telling our kids how to perceive women and men. This song was suggested from Mallory Harris, who's on the podcast this week, by the way. And this is a song from Mulan, A Girl Worth Fighting For. And it's these guys going off to battle. Well, what are they fighting for? Well, they're fighting. Think about a girl that you want to fight for. I want her paler than the moon with eyes that shine like stars. My girl will marvel at my strength, adore my battle scars. Okay. I couldn't care less what she'll wear or what she looks like. It all depends on what she cooks like. You know, and then how about a girl with a brain who always speaks her mind, and then in parentheses says, nah.
This is actually, I don't know. I mean, I know that y'all, I remember when Mulan came out, I actually went to the theater to see Mulan when it did come out. But the great thing about, like, yes, this song is and what it's talking about, but the whole movie at the end is like, goes against everything that this, song goes for. So it's like comes around like full circle. But this is like this part where she's like in the movie and she's like, trying to be a man and dressing up like a man. And she's like, oh, I don't know what to say or do because it's just a great little movie to talk against like this perception of women. So
right.
I think it's sweet.
Yeah. Okay, so a song that Whitney and I had a disagreement about.
Oh, here we go. I knew he was going to bring up some stuff. Well, what is it? What is it?
Again, we're talking about George Strait. Easy come, easy go.
I knew it. I knew he was. We were going to fight at some point. I know. I'm ready.
So
I'm glad I'm not in between. So.
And of course, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and read every lyric to all of these songs, but easy come, easy go. George Strait, to me, and Greg, you give me your. To me, this sounds like an amicable breakup. No harm, no foul. We had a great time, but there's no need for us to be upset and mad with each other. It's just we're adults, we're mature. Let's move on. And Whitney has an issue with this song.
I wish we were being videoed. I wish that we had a video podcast. We're going to get to that at some point. But to me, and even as a kid, I remember hearing this song and thinking about how passive-aggressive this song is to me because it's like, okay, well, you don't want to work it out with me. Well, easy come, easy go. Easy come, easy go. We've tried to work it out, and you, like, so long, goodbye, whatever.
Well, let's look at the flip side of that, because what if she really hurt him, and instead of showing his true feelings, he's like, okay, easy come, easy go.
I would need to hear her side of the story.
Well, I think, to me, okay, she said she's had enough of me. I've had enough of her, too. She's ready to turn me loose. No fault, no blame. Nobody done no wrong.
Both sides.
That's just the way it goes.
This just didn't quite do it.
We tried to work it out 100 times. 99, it didn't work.
Why did he have to say it so many times, so different ways?
Oh, my God.
Very passive-aggressive. It's very passive.
But I think this is interesting how two people
can see that exactly.
I love George.
Oh, yeah, because Stuart was like, what?
You love George?
What are you talking about?
And I've always thought this is the best song to listen to if you go through a breakup. And it wasn't, bitter or anything, because I just think it's both sides have agreed that
this just didn't work.
It just didn't work.
Easy come, easy go. Always got another girl behind you. You can just go on down the road. I'm the wanderer. Maybe I'm the toxic one.
I have to okay, so Whitney and I, actually it was kind of weird because I had looked up some song lyrics and I'd sent them to you, but she hadn't looked at them yet. And we were talking about this podcast we're going to be doing. And she's like, there's this video of this song, and the guy is so creepy. And so I'm going through the list, and I said the song Into the Night. And she's like, that's it. And she pulls up the video.
Yeah.
Like, we had the same song in mind because it starts out about,
it's so
she's
weird.
just 16 years old. Her dad said, leave her alone. And then when you watch the video, this guy looks
48 years old, and she looks like she's like,
and Dad's
14.
Slamming the door in his face, and he's like, he just doesn't understand. Like,
it's weird.
Yeah. Well,
it's
And when I watched that video, I was like, yes, I get what you're talking about. It was so creepy.
So I remember when I was a kid, of course, music videos first, I was that first generation of MTV and all of that. And I'm sure you were too.
Time to be alive.
Exactly.
It was. Yeah,
it really
was. So cool.
But what I thought, and I remember my dad even making this comment about some of the country videos. And I'm talking about like country videos like from the 80s, like Conway Twitty. And in this video, his love interest looks like she's 18, 19.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? And some of these other older country artists, and whatever love song they're singing in this video, the person who they're the woman in the video could be their kid.
Yeah.
You know.
And I think in the late 60s, early 70s, a lot of, especially with the rock stars, like I think them having young groupie fans that was common. It's creepy as hell now, but I think at that time, like, I don't think people even hardly batted an eye at it.
Well, once bitten, twice shot. What's who sung that?
Great White did the remake of it. It was
that's
originally
the whole song. It's like,
who was the original Once Bitten, Twice Shy?
I thought it was them.
No, they did. That was a cover.
Well, it was. That's the whole premise of the song. Is having in the car with young groupies. That's the whole song. Well, and you're just listening to it, and it's like, okay, this is the norm.
Well, and even back then, I think Steven Tyler from Aerosmith had an underage girlfriend whose parents basically let him adopt her so that she could cross state lines with him. And that was...
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Jerry Lee Lewis, Elvis Presley, I think everybody kind of had...
Right.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Steven Tyler, wasn't Aerosmith songs, there's Ragdoll... about an underage relationship.
Well, it never said underage. It just it did say "Daddy's little cutie." So I guess that does have a.
But and that's something I'm going to talk about in a minute. Yeah. How sometimes women are referenced in a song, but I've heard. I saw whenever I was pulling up information about our topic today, I saw that mentioned a few times about Aerosmith and the song.
I didn't know that.
But now the music video, there's definitely some strong, what is a strong sexual innuendo in a music video?
It's completely
but
a
it was
innuendo
it was,
But I think back then you have that, it was insinuate, but now it's just full out. Like it's there's no hiding it. It's just out there nowadays.
Well, and you look at most. Let's go back to the 80s hair metal bands. Yeah. Kiss, Let's Put the X in Sex. Aerosmith was famous for, almost every song had a sexual twist to it. So it was very, very common.
Well, and back in my day, I was in high school when Prince's album Purple Rain came out. Oh. And there was some songs on there that as high schoolers, we were like, oh my God, have you heard this song? They're never going to play it on the radio. And guys, those songs aren't anything. They're nothing.
They're tame
compared to what is out there today.
Yeah.
Well, and it still strikes me as kind of funny that during the same time where a lot of people were complaining that Baby It's Cold Outside has these... these messages to it. But then WAP was the number one song in the country at that time. Kids are listening to this. Oh, yeah. And there's no hiding it. It's straight out, slap you in the face.
There are some songs, whenever I was looking at songs to talk about. When I was looking at songs to talk about, there were some songs I saw, I'm like, how can we even talk about that
on the podcast?
How can we even talk about that? When I upload the podcast, there's a little check mark I can put on it that says adult content. Yeah. And I swore I'm never going to do that for this show. But I'm like, how can we talk about this song in a way
that doesn't cross that line?
Yes. Yeah.
Well,
it made me think of that.
It's true. But it is what it is. It's just the world we're living into. Right. And like you said, it's just as the times, you can just see it progress and progress and progress. And then it's now it's just full out there.
Yeah, there's no even trying to pretend like it's not that. Yeah. There's no innuendo. No, it's just straight out
there.
So this is an artist, and Whitney, you're going to know, I'm not a fan. Oh. He's the big number one in the country scene today. He's probably right up there at the top, Morgan Wallen. I don't particularly care for his attitude maybe is what I'm looking at.
Yes.
But you got to admit, okay, the guys at the top.
Yes.
Okay, you said that one of your kids is just a huge
yes.
Morgan Wallen fan.
Loves Morgan Wallen. And
I will say that probably over half of these songs that we are talking about were suggested
by Whitney's Spotify list.
From Whitney's Spotify list. But no, so Morgan Wallen, this is a song called If I'm the Problem.
Yes.
And now we're not really talking about, I guess we're just about attitudes about relationships. But he's saying, I guess it's a breakup song. Mm-hmm. I guess I'm the problem and you're Miss Never Do Wrong. If I'm so awful, then why did you stick around for so long?
Yes.
And if it's the whiskey, then why do you keep on pulling it off the shelf? If I'm the problem, well, you might be the reason. Are we kind of turning the blame on
somebody else? Yeah.
So
no accountability.
So literally, and I'm just saying this, I don't know if we're flagged for like talking noise about artists on the podcast. Is there some law about that somewhere? No, we can just talk about whatever we want.
Oh yeah.
Whoever we want. Okay,
yeah,
I'm gonna. This is a plug about how toxic Morgan Wallen is. Even though he has some catchy songs, a lot of songs. Right. I have him on my playlist all the things. My middle child loves him, but this particular song was one that I was just like, this is so gross. I hate this song. I don't like it. So every time that it comes on, I'm like, Aubrey, skip over that one. I can't stand it just because it is just so. It's just toxic because he's talking about they have obviously they're having relationship problems and he's like, well, if I'm so bad, I must not be so bad because you're still sticking around. Like it can't be so bad. Well, then if you're not leaving, well, maybe you're the reason I'm so bad. Maybe you're the reason that I'm, and just like gross. It's so toxic.
Yeah. Well, and this goes back to whenever I do my presentations on dating violence.
It's like narcissism at its finest.
We talk about the fact that the stats that we always what takes an average of someone leaving an abusive relationship seven times before they leave for good, and then why do they not? Why or I always word it as how come people don't leave? Well, there's so many different reasons why people don't leave, but this is like, well, if it's so bad, why don't you leave? Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what he's saying. This song is completely.
If I'm a problem, I guess you're just Miss Perfect. You never do anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm the reason. If I do outbursts or if I have any kind of unhealthy relationships, it's because of you.
Yeah.
You're the reason I'm acting this way. Which goes back if you want to talk about like our Batters Intervention and Prevention Program. It's like it's we're not saying that people can't act that way, but it's how you react. You know what I mean? You can't let other people affect how you react. So it's just completely narcissistic and toxic, and it's just gross. I don't like it.
And this, I'm not meaning to dogpile on poor Morgan here, but the song Last Night, and believe it or not, I knew this song once I listened to it. Okay, last night we let the liquor talk. Yeah, you love to fight, and I say stuff I don't mean. No way it was last night. No way it was the last night that we break up. I see your taillights in the dust. You call your mama, I call your bluff. In the middle of the night, pull it right back up. Yeah.
My friends say, let her go.
Let her go.
Your friends say, what the hell, I wouldn't trade her kind of love for nothing else. My baby last night.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. But, hey, you knock yourself out.
It's late in the evening. I'm delirious by now.
No way it was our last night. We said we'd had enough. I can't remember everything we said, but we said too much. I know you packed your stuff.
Shit.
Okay. And slammed the door right before you left. But baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. So just a kind of a toxic relationship. And again,
toxicity.
Yes. And again, I always ask young people when I talk to them, how many of you know couples who break up, they get back together. They break up, they get back together. They break up. And nearly I see Snickers. I see them, And
this is the epitome of what that. I mean, I'm serious. Like I do. It's like this is the culture of what relationships can be, and are normalized as love, and that's not. It's not, and so it's just. But almost every song, and I'm telling you, like I listen to Morgan Wallen. I have him on my Spotify. Like Stuart said, these were my songs that he pulled off of mine. But a lot of his songs are this in a nutshell. Yeah. These types of relationships. Right. So
sure. And how many of the great country songs from the 60s and 70s? How many of those are about infidelity? And cheating and they're sung in a way where it's like, it happens. It's not a big deal.
And what do psychologists call that? It's I wish I would have looked it up, but it's like that's why commercials work. It's like the repetitiveness of something, and so it becomes your norm. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I'm trying to think of that term.
But it's like
it ingrains into your
to where it's no longer. Good Lord.
And it just becomes familiar, and it just becomes your norm, and that's what music does. And so I think that the more you listen and you just, absorb these lyrics, it just becomes a normal. And so once again,
desensitizes.
Yes, it does desensitize. But the mirror, so I can't remember. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's why kids are taught the alphabet to sing it when they're younger, because
you can remember.
It makes it stick in their brain.
Yeah. So anyways,
right. No. That's a very good point. So this song again that Whitney suggested.
He throws that in.
Charlie Robinson, "You're Not the Best." Now I watched this. And here's my question. Is it toxic or was it meant to be funny?
Yeah. Okay. Now, in Charlie, rest in peace, because Charlie has passed. And I love Charlie Robinson. He is one of the Americana artists, Texas country, from Bandera, Texas.
I saw him in concert.
Me too.
Years and years ago, back when he was still, he was married to one of the
Dixie Chicks.
He was. Back in the day.
We also shared a birthday, and his birthday always fell on Labor Day, so we'd always do a show at Green Hall. But I digress. That's a whole nother podcast. But yes, so he was very funny. He had like a lot of like unserious songs, and this was just one of those unserious songs that he had come out with. But yes, it's.
I mean, and I'm not trying to cut what you're saying.
No.
Yeah, if you just read it.
Yes, go ahead.
Once I had a little girl as pretty as I have known. Well, you ain't so fine, but you're all mine, and I'll love you till the end. You're not the best. You're not the best. Excuse me. You're not the best, but you're the best that I can do. An ugly girl, well, she'll leave you too, but then again, who really cares? So sit down here beside me, girl, and I will tell you what we will do. We're going to twist them lids and hope our kids look more like me than you. See, Whitney loves this. And when the bottle is finally empty, you're going to tumble across the floor, and I'm going to pray my imagination is going to pull me through.
Terrible. What a terrible song.
Well, what I did first, I looked these up, I printed them, and I read them. I'm like, dang, Charlie. But then when you watch the video and you hear the song,
it's almost a parody.
Tongue-in-cheek. It's kind of tongue-in-cheek.
It is.
Like a Naked Gun or Airplane
But once again, in all seriousness, like the message behind it is still terrible. I mean, it's a terrible message. And so Well,
him talking about this, and y'all both know I'm a Bruce Springsteen fanboy. In the song Thunder Road. And he means this sincerely, and it's a love song about him taking his girl, and they're going to leave this town. Yeah. And he has this one song, hey, you're not a beauty, but you're all right.
And, there's that.
I have no words
you ain't
for
a beauty,
that. I don't know what
you ain't a beauty, but you're all right.
I mean, and then like
words
the woman
everybody wants to hear.
That's what I say. And then the women in the song, it's like, I guess so. Well, let's go then. Mm-hmm. Let's just ride off into the sunset. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, you're not that great either, but we'll
you're
be
the
all
best
right.
that I can do.
Let's see what else. And if y'all have anything that
No.
and we're not necessarily have to stick to just to these songs.
Well, and one thing, just because 90% of what we've talked about have been male-dominated songs,
Right.
toxic masculinity, but I also looked up a little bit just to see what toxic femininity, where women talk about using manipulation or such to control guys, which there was a couple of songs like, what was it? Taylor Swift's on there, but I'm not touching that because I'm not getting attacked by a Swiftie in the parking lot.
I am a Swiftie.
So, Need to Know by Doja Cat, sultry but unapologetic R&B hip-hop track with bold lyrics about dominating a relationship and playing power games. Seven Rings by Ariana Grande.
Oh, yeah, I know that one.
Talking about using wealth, retail therapy, and materialism to fill emotional voids, capture self-centered bad bee culture. See how I kept that?
Bad bee culture, huh?
Bad bee.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what the bee means.
I
don't
do
you?
know. I do know. Believe me, I know what the bee means.
I was trying to keep it PG. So, Skin by Sabrina Carpenter, which I know.
Oh. Yeah, Stuart.
Oh God! Why have I not thought about that? And she's one of those. She's at the top, right? I mean, this girl did a duet with Dolly Parton, so she can't be all that bad. And again, this is kind of like one of the songs where I can't really talk, but I guess one of her latest big ones, Tears.
Oh yeah. I read the lyrics to that, and I was,
I mean, it was on mainstream radio.
Well,
I know,
it was on mainstream. It wasn't like a track.
Because if you don't read those lyrics, you're not putting it.
Stuart and I had that conversation when he heard it, and he was like, "Have you heard this song?" And I'm like, I have, and so yeah. I mean, it was one of those songs that you have to explain to your kids.
Well, what do you do?
What
if
that
that's on?
means.
Is it better not to explain it to them where they're not listening for it, or?
Well, don't ask me. I mean, because I don't know the right words, but
answer.
I
If that's
do
on
keep it real.
mainstream radio, and your kids are, hey, Mom, I heard this song. What does that mean? What is that? What is that? What do you say? And then
Turn the radio off.
Back in the day, we're giggling under our breath about Darling Nikki.
Yeah.
And
I still remember those lyrics.
Parents had it so easy back then. I'm going to get a lot of, but
God.
but I'm serious.
Well,
But it's like explaining these things, to your kids. It's gosh, you're keeping their innocence is hard these days.
Mm-hmm. Well, kind of piggybacking on what Greg was talking about. Break up with your girlfriend. I'm bored. Ariana Grande. I usually don't give it away, but I'm out here thinking about it. What is she talking about giving away, Greg?
I think candy.
Yes.
Okay.
Out of a van.
Snickers.
Break up with your girlfriend. Yeah, because I'm bored. You could hit it in the morning. Oh. Yeah, like it's yours.
A pinata.
Lord.
With candy.
Let's just...
You could call me crazy because I want you, and I never even ever effing met you.
It's very aggressive.
A little bit.
And then the other one I have is Avril Lavigne, Girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Better yet, make your girlfriend disappear. I don't want to hear you say her name ever again and again and again. In a second, you'll be wrapped around my finger because I can do it better. There's no other, so when's it going to sink in? She's so stupid. What the hell were you thinking?
That reminds me of a song that was really popular when I was in high school, and it was by the Pussycat Dolls, and it was called Don't You Wish Your Girlfriend Was Hot Like Me?
I remember that one.
Don't you wish your girlfriend was a freak like me? Don't you?
Yeah.
I'm not going to sing that
no,
one anymore.
it was a thing, and I mean everybody went around singing it, and it was just like it was just one of those songs that you thinking back, I was like in high school, I was just singing it. I really didn't pay
Like, think
attention
of what
to.
you were actually
but as
seeing.
an adult now, I'm like, dang, like. I don't know.
No,
maybe that
I
just comes to
agree.
you as you get older. I don't know. I mean, I think that it's, once again, it's just like you. But when you talk about kids listening to this stuff, I think that it truly does have an impact on them.
Oh yeah. So I think everybody's kind of familiar with this. When you talk about inappropriate song lyrics, toxic masculinity, blurred lines.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Robin Thicke. Can you believe this was already in 2013? So that's been.
Wasn't there something behind Robin Thicke anyway? Wasn't there like a
Scandal?
scandal?
Yeah, there was
maybe.
something. I don't remember exactly,
Yeah.
but yes, there was.
But
This was a huge song though.
it was a huge
and it's
song.
catchy as like
Yeah.
It is, and I think just references. Well, I'm just going to say it. I think it's references to rape culture. You want it. I know you want it. I know you want it. You're a good girl. I hate these blurred lines. I know you want it. But you're a girl. The way you grab me, you want to get nasty.
Oh man! See, and I guess I didn't even realize.
I know
yeah,
you want to do it.
Oh my god!
And I hate these blurred
and
lines.
The blurred
between
lines, or you haven't said yes,
consent,
but I
yeah.
know you want.
It's
consent.
Yes. Oh, does that just? Is that
Does
just
that
hit
just hit home with you?
No, literally, I'm serious.
Blurred lines is
blurred
basically your consent.
lines.
I know you want it. You're a good girl.
Am I an idiot?
I hate these blurred lines. I know you want it, but you're a good girl.
You haven't come out and said it,
Yeah.
but I know you do. So that's
And
the
then,
blurred line. Is
I am appalled right now.
So then, and again, I don't want to. Y'all remember the Satanic Panic?
oh yeah, yeah,
I know you probably do, Greg.
Yeah.
And when all heavy metal music was associated with
yes.
demonic imagery and the backwards masking
I was fixing
and
to
all
say,
And
that.
they had
Okay,
all
okay.
kinds of congressional hearings
Oh, yeah.
over
No, it was a big deal.
rating
Yeah.
music
Black Sabbath
albums. Yeah.
and,
Okay.
and all-
Judas
I'm with you
Priest.
now.
And I guess
even Twisted Sister
Yeah.
got called up
Yeah.
there.
Well, and what I'm getting at is I don't want to sound like I'm climbing on board that mindset, but tell me if this thinks of someone slipping a woman a roofie. Baby, can you breathe? I got this from Jamaica. It always works for me. Dakota to Decatur.
Decatur.
Thank you. Can you breathe? I got this from Jamaica.
What song is this?
Blurred lines.
What?
I didn't hear that one in there, but yes, that's very much sounds like I just slipped you a roofie. Or
Yeah.
you still,
Can you breathe?
Are you still
I
breathing?
got it from Jamaica. It always works.
I don't want you to die, but I want to be able to do what I need
No,
to.
I never.
And you know who wrote this besides Robin Thicke?
Who's
Which surprised Pharrell Williams.
Oh yeah,
Happy.
Because I'm. Well, that's
Then
why
he
he's so
wrote-
happy.
He wrote this.
I did not. I literally have just. I
That
guess
song is destroyed
I
for you now.
literally never have broke it down like that. I don't know.
Well, and like I said, I hope I'm not trying to.
And I don't know if you've seen
Read.
the more risque video of it, but yeah, there's one
Yep.
where all the women are walking around topless, and
oh no, missed that
it's.
one.
Craig, what are you watching?
Yeah,
I've heard about
I
this.
don't
I
know.
read an article.
Listen.
He's backpedaling.
I
now.
read an article on it
I
somewhere.
read an article.
What's going on here?
So another song, "Unhealthy," Anne Marie and Shania Twain.
Okay, I had never heard that until you had sent it.
Okay. My mother says that you're bad for me. Guess she's never felt the high we're on now. And my father says I should run away, but he don't know what I just don't know how. Well, if it's unhealthy, then I don't give a damn. Because even if it kills me, I'll always take your hand. It's unhealthy, they just don't understand. And when they try to stop me, just know nobody can. You're still going to be my man. It might look like pain, but to me it's bliss.
I actually listened to that on the way over here because I had never heard it. And it caught my eye because Shania Twain was on
Right.
it. And so
Yep.
I was like, this is interesting. But it is very it was
It's kind of
it's
making
dark.
excuses
It's dark.
for your.
It is. It made me kind of sad. Like I guess that's the word that when I was listening to it. It made me sad because I'm like, man, there are a lot of people out here that truly feel that
their comfort level is right there in the pain,
right?
And that's I don't know. I don't like that.
That's why we do what we do.
It's true.
We Are Young.
We talked about that.
I know. That's one that I didn't realize.
My seat's been taken by some sunglasses asking about a scar. Now, I've heard in some analysis that I read online, sunglasses was a reference to a cop. My seat's been taken by some sunglasses asking me about a scar, and I know it gave it to you months ago. And I know you're trying to forget, but between the drinks and subtle things, the holes in my apologies, I'm trying hard to take it back. And this is one of those songs that's got a nice chorus to it.
Oh, I know. It's so catchy that it's like you ignore that lyric until you go, ooh.
Now, I guess probably the last really bad song is, Noah gave me so many Eminem songs.
Wow.
And I think it was one of those songs is what I told you. I was like, there's no way we can even talk about this. But this was a song that him and Rihanna did together called Love the Way You Lie.
Yep.
Just going to stand there and watch me burn? Well, that's all right because I like the way it hurts. Well, that's all right because I love the way you lie. And I love it. Wait, what are you doing? I'm leaving you. No, you ain't coming. No, you ain't come back. We're running right back. Here we go again. I feel so ashamed. I snapped. Who's that dude? I don't even know his name. I laid hands on her. I'll never stoop so low again. I guess I don't know my own strength. Mm-hmm. I love the way you lie. And that's just, there's about flat out the guy abused her.
Yes. He there's a part in that song where he talks about like handcuffing her to the bed and setting the house on fire. Like,
because I even wrote WTF by that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm tired of the games. I just want her back. I know I'm a liar. If she ever tries to effing leave again, I'll tie her to the bed and set the house on fire.
I have no words for that.
Well, yeah. But
I think still, right or wrong, it's a terrible song. The lyrics are terrible. I think it's one of the songs that everybody knows. Like if it comes on, there's so many people that are just singing along with the lyrics.
And you listen to her chorus, and it's a catchy.
It's a very beautiful part by her. Yeah. So you're drawn in, and then it's like,
and you're singing.
This is so dysfunctional. Like,
right. Okay, so I want to, and we're getting running out on time here.
We could do this all day. So.
Well, I almost thought about maybe we need to
do this every day.
Divide this into two parts. Country death song.
Oh, shoot.
The Violent Femmes.
I know Blister in the Sun.
Yes.
So this song is basically about a guy who takes his daughter out to the woods and kills her.
Okay, so this was another song on my playlist, but let me defend myself.
I did not even mention it came from Whitney.
Listen, so this song, I'm going to actually blame my sister. I'm going to blame the 90s. So this was a song that, I remember my sister had an album, and it had this song on there. And it truly, scarred me as a child. So when Stuart, was talking about this podcast, that's, one of the first songs that I thought about. I was like, oh, my gosh. So this was, a band that was, really popular in the 90s anyway. And it's called Country Death Song. So it talks about – it's very folky.
Yeah, there's some banjo picking in it. It's kind of
haunting.
That's the best word I can say.
It's a very haunting.
I'm scared to even listen to this song.
It's very bad. Yeah. It's very bad.
Well, he talks about for whatever reason, again, I started making plans to kill my own kind. Come, little daughter, I said to the youngest one, put your coat on. We'll have some fun. We'll go out to the mountains, the one to explore. Her face lit up. I was standing by the door. Come, little daughter, I will carry the lanterns. We'll go out tonight. We'll go into the caverns. We'll go out tonight. We'll go to the caves. Kiss your mother goodnight. Remember that God saves. I led her to a hole, a deep black well. I said, make a wish, make sure and not tell. Close your eyes, dear, and count to 7. You know Papa loves you, and good children go to heaven. I gave her a push. I gave her a shove. I pushed with all my might. I pushed with all my love. I threw my child into a bottomless pit. She was screaming as she fell, but I never heard her hit.
That goes beyond, like, so the firemen, like,
and where,
we moved to a whole nother level.
This is just violence.
Yeah,
I mean,
and where were my parents? Why were we listening to this song? So there's that.
And you know what I just thought of would be interesting to do is look at this. Look at the Eminem song. Look at and see if they won any awards. Did they win a Grammy? Did they win something?
Oh, for sure. Sure. I know that song had, but I don't know about that one.
So last couple of songs, I don't want to say end on a lighter note, but
pretty dark one.
It doesn't have any killing your daughter.
It was a pretty dark one.
And just my one shot references here. Cocaine Blues, Johnny Cash.
I mean,
but what I'm talking about is at the very end. Why did he go to prison? Because he shot his woman.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't forget the day I shot that bad bitch down.
That's the B word. Yeah.
But once again, that song, let me tell you about that song, too. That song has so much momentum and it's not aggressive, but it's just kind of like it kind of puts you up like on a, like you just want to go out and like just beat somebody up. You know what I mean? Like it just like,
well, and it tells you, hey guys,
pumps you up.
Don't use the cocaine.
Yes. But it's written, but that's I think what the power behind music when you listen to stuff like that, it puts you in your brain in a different mindset. I don't know. I think it's just like we don't give credit enough to that.
Right. No, and I agree.
Yeah.
Again, I'll tell you.
No, I know.
I like the song.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
I like that song. And at the end, I got to kind of say it almost like, okay, you go, Johnny.
Okay.
Say it.
Okay.
Say it.
Yeah.
You know.
But I mean, but that's the thing about the music. It's like you're truly not.
Yeah.
Internalizing what you're saying or listening to.
Well, real quick, just kind of on that note, because I'm a huge Guns N' Roses fan, but that just made me think of like, I used to love her, but I had to kill her.
Which one was that one?
You don't know that?
Not aware of that one.
I had to put her 6 feet under, but I can still hear her complain. Oh, go back and listen to it. It's
what? I don't know that one.
It's called "Used to Love Her."
I'll have to listen
really.
To that one.
Was it? Is it an album cut or was it a single? Was it a radio?
It wasn't a single, but it's
okay.
But I think you'll probably recognize it if you hear it.
Wow. Okay. And finally, sometimes it's hard to be a woman, giving all your love to just one man.
Oh.
You have bad times and you have good times, doing things you don't understand. But if you love him, you'll forgive him, even though he's hard to understand. And if you love him, oh, be proud of him, because after all, he's just a man.
Stand by your man. Hey, but you know, didn't Hillary Clinton reference this?
Oh yeah,
on
she caught some flack.
Yeah,
she kind of made a derogatory throwaway remark about. Well, I'm not some woman that's just going to stand by her man. And I can't even remember what she was referring. to.
But anyways.
What role, and I want to end with this question for you guys. What role do you think songs play in the world that we work in?
I think just like any books, any movies, everything is going to play a part in your life. And I think when it comes to kids, as parents, you kind of have to be aware of what your kids are watching, listening to, reading, and just address it if there's any issues with it. Mm-hmm. But yes, all these things affect you, as I think we've already established, on a subliminal level.
Yeah.
without even thinking about, not actually even hearing the words. Even if you're singing them, it doesn't register until you stop and go, "Ooh, wait, what am I? Yeah, what did he just say?" So,
and I don't know if this podcast has been beneficial or not. I really don't. And I just want to say,
we had fun.
But you know what I mean. Like, I don't feel like that we're coming across you to say, to tell you what to listen to or to judge you what you listen to.
I want to make sure we're not.
That is not the intent here. But I think that what the conversation is just, recognizing that music does matter, and that the songs that we play on repeat, they just don't fill the silence. It's more about how often they become a soundtrack to our emotions or our relationships, and sometimes even they can creep in on like what your beliefs are. And so I think that we don't put enough thought into that, and so that's just, maybe the question isn't, is that a good song, but maybe the question is what is this song reinforcing in my life, or what is this song doing or making me feel? Is it persuading me some way? And if it is, then you need to be mindful about that. But you might can listen to a song and it's just a song, and you might just turn it on and turn it off. But some people, I don't think that. There are some people that they can't. So I don't know.
Well, and being upfront, and I think we've all been upfront today. A lot of these songs we've talked about, I like.
Yeah, same.
Just about every one of them. I don't
not
think
the violent theme song. I do not like that one.
Well,
I've never heard that one, so.
After you told me that and you showed me that song, I did pull it up and listen to it on my way home, and I was like, oh.
Dark. It puts you in a funky mood.
Yeah, it's just the music and everything to that is
heavy. It's
very
gross.
heavy, very heavy. All right. Well, guys, thank y'all for doing this. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while, and
send us your request. Just send us some songs. I don't know.
Well, if you love this podcast, we'll come back for part 2.
Well, yeah, we can continue the discussion sometime. If you have some songs that come to your mind and you want to let us know about, please drop us a line. You can do that at conversations@fccet.com. And as always, if you feel like you need the services of the Family Crisis Center, we do have our toll-free hotline. That's 1-800-828-7233. Be sure to subscribe to Conversations and Connections. You can do that through Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. We're now on iHeartRadio, any place where you get your Amazon Prime Audio, any place you get your podcasts, you can find us. Remember, be the voice. If not for you, for someone else.